So coming to the stage next, the sexiest woman in comedy. I can say that there? I can say that? Yeah. Let me make some noise, please. Yeah,
After all that setup, I had to do a little sexy walk to reach here, right? One set of chain up with these boys. All you don't know, you know. So I'm a female comedian, and it's tough because it's just a certain man out here, man, everywhere. So I'm a feminist comedian. I know, everywhere. Right? You say you're a feminist comedian, people go, man bashing, you go on bash man. No, I love men. Men are awesome. I'm married. I've been married for 17 years. Wow. I know, it's a really long time. It's awesome. It's great. No, it's great. But being a feminist comedian, I have to look at things a little differently, you know, and share things that men really would know about to share, you know, and to educate people, you know, as part of being a comedian. And you just have to think about things differently, you know, things that might be kind of commonplace. You have to think about it a little differently. So today, I spent most of the day asking women what is their fart strategy. And I know you know what I mean, right? When you fart as a woman, what do? And the answers were so illuminating. So one girl said that when she farts and there's people around, she goes and stands next to the fattest man in the room. Because people will automatically blame him and not her. And then another girl was like, I would excuse myself from the room and go outside and fart. And once I know the fart is gone, then I come back inside. You know, and you know you have to be careful because, you know, farts just follow you back inside, right? You know they do, right? You fart outside and you're like, oh, it's all clear. And then you go back inside and you're talking to people and then the fart follows you and then it hits you and you're like, uh-oh, this fart is still hanging around. And the person you're talking to, you can see the fart hit them. And they're watching you and you're watching them and you're all talking. But this fart like right there. And nobody's gonna say anything. It's awesome. You know, I'm like, why you running to fart? Just fart and don't say nothing. No man ain't going up to a woman and say, family, you just fart, stink. So it's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. And you shouldn't even hold a fart. You know what's happened when you hold a fart? You know what's happened? The fart goes back into your body and it diffuses into your lungs. This is science. Google this shit. You can do it now. And then it comes out your mouth. So please don't hold farts and then come talk to me. Like, it's worse. Like, Bessie, just fart. Like, don't come and talk to me and the fart coming out your mouth. Like, that's messed up. No, I have to think about these things because, you know, men and women, we are not equal. We are different. Okay, we are different. The way I think of it is like women, you know, we have breasts, right? These are my money makers right here. No, you're not seeing them in their glory, eh? You're not seeing them in their glory. I'm telling all you, like 20 years ago. Okay, I just sold out my age. 20 years ago. These things used to knock me in my chin when I turned my head. No, it was hardcore. You all know about them young girl boobs. You know about that, right? I used to leave home with $0 and 0 cents and come home with things. And not a little bit of things, you know, like a sack of things. You understand? And I'm pushing a box through the door too. And I'm going, ho, ho, ho. Because that's how I was getting my things, right? But those days are behind me, right? It's not easy. Because women have breasts and men have balls. I am so sorry. I spent a little time talking to men about balls. And it's not easy. Like, you know, women, let's talk about, you know, when you have real big breasts and you're trying to exercise, it's very challenging because your breasts jiggle all over the place. Well, balls is the same problem, right? And you know, as you get older, you know, your breasts get a little saggy, you know. Balls, same thing. 80-year-old boobs and 80-year-old balls, same thing, right? So you have to look for these little areas where we can explore and examine our differences, you know? Now, I have a big question to ask. Anybody here does not shit? Anyone here does not shit? Everybody here shits, right? Yeah. We all shit, right? But all shits are not equal. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. And as a feminist comedian, I have to go to these uncomfortable places. I'm sorry. It's just how it is, okay? Because I have to strive for equality, all right? I have to strive for equality. Any woman here, you wouldn't want to admit it, but there are women in this room right now who will leave their house 5 o'clock in the morning. And until even if they reach home 5 o'clock the next morning, they're not shitting in any toilet but their toilet home. Fellas, all you know about that? No, all you do shit anywhere, willy-nilly. It's not fair. It's not fair. I get a job the other day. Every so often I do an actual job until I can't take it, right? And the first thing I have to figure out when I get a job is what? Where is the secret toilet to take a shit? All you know about the secret toilet. You just have to go and look for it. Like if you're on level 4, you shitting on level 8. Because you can't chance your colleagues walking in on you, right? Because for women, we shit shame one another. I don't know if men know about this, but we do. We shit shame one another, you know. When you see, this is for the ladies, right? So when you walk in the bathroom, when I go in the bathroom and I take in my little shit, right? Taking my little, or my big shit or whatever. I don't care, I liberate it. I just shit, okay? Sometimes big, sometimes small. Deal with it, right? And I take in my shit. And a woman, or worse, 2 women who know each other, walk in. You hear them? You hear them? You hear them? We living under oppression. They'll say, oh God! What's going on inside of here? Oh God, something dead inside of here! Oh God! Bitches knock on my door already. Family, all right? Yes. No, man. Family, I'm dial 999. What's going on in there? Right? And the men's room is not like that. The men's room is not like that. I mean, I don't really know, right? But I imagine that the men's room is a place where shits are celebrated. Right? I see, like a man like Kes, right? He will bust a shit. And he will stand up and watch that shit and be like, wow. John, come and see this. And John will come and he'll say, John, check that out. And John will say, my God. You should give that a name. That is impressive. Cass will be like, oh, take a picture, take a picture. I want to show them boys in the office, they wouldn't believe this come out of me. Right? If we could be like that, ladies, the world will be a better place. I'm telling you. That's what I think happens. Because I think men are sort of like more in touch with their shituality. You know? Men are like, it's not a big deal, like everybody shits. But women, we're not about that life, all you. We're very, very frightened of our bodily functions. And you would think, being women, we deal with so much more grossness than men. Every month we have a period, it's gross, yes. But all of us have it until we reach a certain age, right? And these are the things we need to talk about. We need to talk about it, right? So that women, like me, could shit without stigma, right? And fart without stigma, okay? Can't remember what else I was going to talk about tonight, so. Oh, so I want all of you here. That's my comedy buddy, Lisa. She's the best. So before I go, I would just want everybody here to clench your buttocks in solidarity with the oppressed woman walking around constipated. with hemorrhoids because they're afraid to get shit shame, okay? So clench your buttocks, everybody. I can tell if you're clenching. You are not clenching, sir. So that is not the face of a man who is clenching. Clench, please. Everybody clench. Thank you. And I want you to say, all shits matter. Okay? Spread the gospel. We started a movement. Thank you.